I won a 300,000 bonus. While I was getting the award, the poorest kid in our class suddenly rushed out, knelt in front of me and said his dad had cancer and needed 300,000. He asked me to lend him the money to save his life. Fuchen, please help me. My family has sold everything. Please lend me the money. I'll pay you back. I'll sign an IOU. I'll do anything to repay you. As he spoke, he kept kowtowing, his forehead quickly turning red. His voice was choked, every word filled with despair. OMG, that's so tragic. Cancer, that's a death sentence. 300,000 is the exact amount to save him. What a crazy coincidence. Fuchen just got the prize money. He'll help him, right? Definitely. He's a hero who saved lives, after all. Lin Zhi, get up first. He didn't seem to expect this reaction. He burst into tears, crying even harder. I won't get up unless you agree. Fucking, I'm begging you. Save my dad. He said it and tried to kowtow again. I stepped back to avoid it. I told you to get up. We can talk about this properly. The murmuring in the audience died down. Everyone seemed to sense something was wrong. Lin Zhi's face was stiff. He finally stood up. Fuchen, I know this is a huge ask, but I really have no other choice. Your money is an honor you earned with your life, but my dad's life is important too. He started playing the pity card, trying to use his dad's life to guilt-trip me. Lin Zhi, I sympathize with your dad's illness, but that is not a reason for you to rush up here. Kneel and try to force me to give you my money. Lin Zhi's eyes widened, like he couldn't believe what he was hearing. The audience instantly exploded. What does that mean? Fuchen isn't going to help him? What's going on? Isn't he supposed to be a hero? That's kinda cold. It's a person's life, after all. The principal also walked over, an awkward look on his face. Student Fuchen, let's all just talk calmly. Don't be like this. I ignored the principal. I kept my eyes on Lin Zhi. Your dad has cancer, and he needs 300,000 for surgery. Have you applied to the school for financial aid? Lin Zhi froze for a second, his eyes darting around. I applied, but the school's aid is too little. It's not enough. Actually, I said, as far as I know, the school has a special emergency fund E. You can apply for up to 100K. Lin Zhi's face started to look ugly. I haven't had time yet. Your dad is so sick he needs 300,000 for surgery. You have time to come here and beg me. But you don't have time to apply for the school's fund. Lin Zhi's mouth moved, but no sound came out. The whispers in the audience started to change. Yeah? Doesn't the school have an emergency fund? Why didn't he apply? Don't tell me he just wanted Fuchen's prize money directly. Yihao. Lin Zhi clearly heard the whispers. A flash of panic crossed his face. That's not it. I just thought this way was faster. Besides, 100K isn't enough. If it's not enough, you find other ways. Like asking the public for help, starting a crowdfund, or you could try negotiating with the hospital. See if you can pay a portion later. There are plenty of options, but you chose the worst one. I paused and raised my voice. You rushed onto the award stage, knelt in front of the entire school, using your father's illness to force me to give you my bravery award money. You're not asking for help. This is moral blackmail. The words moral blackmail hit the auditorium like a bomb. Everyone was stunned. Lin Zhi snapped his head up. The sadness and desperation were gone, replaced by the anger of being exposed. I'm not. I had no other choice. I really have no other choice. Having no choice isn't an excuse to blackmail. Do you even know what this money means to me? I earned this by risking my life. 3 kids fell in the lake. When I jumped in, I didn't even think about if I'd make it out. This money is a reward for my bravery. It's recognition for what I did. It is my honor. And now you're using your father's illness to demand I give you this money? Do you think that's fair? My voice wasn't loud, but it carried a force that cut through. The hall was silent. All those voices that had called me cold had vanished, replaced by silence. Lin Zhi's face went red, then white. He opened his mouth, like he wanted to argue, but couldn't find the words. I didn't mean it like that. Just what? Just figured since I just got the money, it was perfect timing for you? Just figured I should be selfless and kind and give it to you? Lin, your kindness is not weakness. My kindness is for saving drowning kids. It's for helping people who truly need it and know how to be grateful. It's not a tool for you to exploit. I said that last line with force. Lin Zhi flinched. He looked at me, his eyes filled with shock and confusion, as if he didn't even know me. How can you say that? My dad is really dying. You're just going to let him die? Are you even worthy of your hero title? He started at it again, trying to use the hero label to trap me. I saved 3 drowning children. I am worthy of the hero title. But that doesn't mean I am obligated to save everyone, or required to meet everyone's demands. I'm a hero, not a saint, and I am certainly not your ATM. Lin Zhi, if you really want to save your dad, then please ask for help the right way. Don't stand here using these despicable tactics to exploit other people's kindness and honor. I said my piece and didn't look at him. I turned to face the students and staff. I know everyone here sympathizes with student Lin Zhi, but sympathy is not a license for moral blackmail. This prize money, and I have my own plans for it. I will donate a portion of it to the school's emergency fund to help more people, like Lin Zhi's father, who need help. The rest I will save. It will be my future tuition and living expenses, and it will be a reminder of this act of bravery. I will not be giving it directly to student Lin Zhi. I will not let my kindness become an excuse for someone to take advantage of me. And I will not let this money, earned with courage, be misused. I finished. The auditorium was dead silent. A few seconds later, someone started clapping. Well said, Fuchen. He's right. Yeah, why should he be blackmailed? It's his prize money. He gets to decide. Lin Zhi went way too far. Trying to force him like that. That's messed up. The tide had completely turned. He shot me a venomous glare and ran out of the auditorium. The next day, Lin Zhi didn't come to class. Fuchen, you were amazing. I was so scared yesterday. I really thought you were going to give in. I guess I was too naive. Lin Zhi went way too far. Even if his family has problems, he can't do that. By the way, I heard from his roommate that his dad is sick, but apparently not as serious as he claimed. And it definitely doesn't cost 300,000. Whatever, let him be. Let's just focus on ourselves. Chin-Good nodded and didn't say any more. Lin Zhi didn't show up for the next few days. The rumors about him got more and more wild. Some said he was a deliberate scammer. Some said his dad's illness was completely fake. Others said that because I rejected him, he dropped out of school in shame. It wasn't until a week later that Lin Zhi reappeared in the classroom. Fuchen, here's my dad's diagnosis and the itemized hospital bill. I was just confused and desperate last time. I didn't take the papers. I just stared at him quietly. Fuchen, I know what I did on stage was wrong. I apologize. But my dad's illness is real, and the costs are really high. That day, I had no other options. That's why I was so impulsive. His voice was kept very low, with an intentionally pathetic tone. I applied for the school's fund later, and I started a crowdfund. But I'm still short by a lot. The doctor said if I can't get the money soon, the surgery will just have to be postponed. He looked up, his eyes starting to water again. I'm really not lying to you, this bill. Look, it has the official hospital stamp here. It's real. He pushed the paper forward again, so it was almost touching my hand. The whispers in the classroom started up again. Looks like it might be real. What if he is telling the truth this time? Then what about his dad? Fuchen, maybe you should reconsider. It's a life, after all. The same old arguments. The same old pressure. I could even feel their stares like needles on my skin. Your diagnosis and your hospital bill have nothing to do with me. Your dad is sick and needs money. That is your problem, not my responsibility. I understand your desperation, but I am not obligated to take on your burden. I already donated 30,000 yuan to the school's emergency fund act. If you meet the requirements, a portion of that money will be used for you. Other than that, I am not giving you another cent. You think you're so noble for rejecting me? You're just selfish. You're cheap. You're just scared I won't pay you back. You're not a hero at all. You're just a cold-blooded, heartless miser. The vicious words poured out of him. The people around us were stunned by his outburst. No one dared to speak. I looked at his hysterical face, and suddenly I found it almost laughable. Are you done? If you're done, please move. I'm leaving. I tried to step around him, but he lunged out and grabbed my arm. You're not leaving. You're not going anywhere until you give me the money. Let go. If you don't agree today, I'm not letting you go. If anything happens to my dad, it's all your fault. He was resorting to threats. The people around us finally couldn't watch anymore. Lin Zhi, what are you doing? Let him go, talk properly. I yanked my arm hard and broke free. Lin Zhi, what you're doing is illegal. Your behavior just now constitutes harassment and assault. If you try that again, I will call the police. My voice wasn't loud, but it was firm and left no room for doubt. I pulled out my phone and motioned like I was dialing. Lin Zhi's face instantly went pale. Don't call the police. I was wrong, I'm sorry. I don't need your apology. I just need you to understand that everyone is responsible for their own actions. You need to solve your own problems. Do not come looking for me again, and do not harass me in any way. Otherwise, I won't waste my breath. I'll call the police directly. After saying that, I didn't spare him another glance. I turned and walked out of the classroom. Chen Xue quickly followed me out. Fuchen, you were so cool back there. But were you really going to call the cops? Not unless I absolutely had to. But he needs to know that I'm not a pushover. He was acting really scary just now. I know this is just the beginning. A guy like Lin Zhi won't give up this easily. The peace didn't last long. That night, as I was leaving the library, a figure suddenly darted out from the side and blocked my path. It was Lin Zhi. He had 2 other guys with him. Fuchen, we need to talk. I have nothing to talk to you about. Get out of my way! You've made my life miserable! How can you have nothing to say? My dad's surgery, because I didn't have the money, has been delayed for a long time. His condition is getting worse. This is all your fault. I'm a joke at school. I can't even show my face. This is all your fault too. He got more and more agitated, the venom in his eyes practically spilling out. Why do you get to live easy with your 300,000? While you watch my family fall apart? You are giving me the money tonight. Or you're not going anywhere. The 2 guys behind him stepped forward. Nasty smirks on their faces. It was obvious they were here to threaten me. If you know what's good for you, just hand over the money. It'll be easier for everyone. If not, well, I can't guarantee what happens next. Just at this tense moment, a delicate voice suddenly came from the side. Oh, isn't this Fuchen and Lin Zhi? What are you guys doing out here so late? Suya walked right between us, her eyes darting between my face and Lin Zhi's. She finally landed on me, Fuchen. Don't be mad. I'm sure Lin Zhi didn't mean to block your path. I know you're just worried about your dad. But you can't do this! You're scaring Fuchen. Her words sounded like she was defending me, but she was actually validating. Lin Zhi's actions is justified. Suya! You don't understand. My dad. Okay. I know it's hard for you. But Fuchen has his own difficulties too. That prize money means a lot to him. It's understandable that he doesn't want to just give it away, right? She said, then looked back at me with a look of, I get it. Fuchen, I know you're not a cold person. You risked your own life to save those 3 kids. Which proves you have a soft heart. Lin Zhi is just, he's been pushed into a corner. Just try to be more understanding. You're all classmates. You see each other every day. Making things this ugly isn't good. Suya, you seem to know a lot about our situation. I just heard people talking. I just think you're both in a tough spot. Then did you also hear that Lin Zhi brought friends to corner me? Suya's face twitched. Her eyes flickered. Suya, if you really thought he was wrong, you'd be pulling him away, not standing here telling me to sympathize. If you feel so sorry for his dad and want to help, you can give him your money. No one is stopping you. But don't apply your moral standards to me. Whether I help him or not is my choice. It's none of your business. Enough talk! Fuchen, I'm asking you one last time. The money? Yes or no? No, I met his gaze without flinching. Fine, don't you regret this. He suddenly lunged forward, reaching to grab my arm. I was ready. I dodged to the side, pulled my phone from my pocket and hit record. At the same time, I yelled, Lin Zhi, what do you think you're doing? Are you trying to rob me in broad daylight? My voice was loud, especially sharp in the quiet night. Lin Zhi's hand froze in midair. His 2 friends also froze. Lin Zhi, man, that's enough. Don't actually make this a big deal. We'll be screwed if the cops get called. Let's just go. Lin Zhi looked at the phone in my hand, then at his 2 friends who clearly wanted to bail, and then at the awkward-looking Suya. He knew he wasn't getting anything tonight. He shot me a furious glare, the hatred in his eyes almost solid. Fuchen, you just wait. Lin Zhi spat out the threat and vanished into the night. That's insane. He actually brought guys to corner you. Is he going to try something even worse? He wants to ruin my reputation? Fine, I'll just show everyone what kind of person he really is. The next few days, I acted totally normal going to class. But secretly, I started watching Lin Zhi's every move. I asked Chen Shui to keep an eye on his schedule and what he was saying to people. Meanwhile, I focused on the internet. I started searching the crowdfunding platforms for his and his father's names. Sure enough, I found the project he started. The goal amount, exactly $300,000. There were already tons of donations, and the comments were all full of sympathy and support. I took a few screenshots, and then I carefully read the project updates. He posted an update every single day. It was always condition is critical, desperate for money. The pictures were either of his dad in a hospital bed, or some blurry hospital bills. It looked totally legitimate, but I knew it was all just a carefully crafted lie. Besides the online clues, Chen Shui also brought me some news. I heard from Lin Zhi's roommate that he's barely in the dorm lately. He comes back super late at night, and every time he smells like smoke and alcohol. And he just bought a new phone a few days ago. The latest model. It cost thousands. Oh, and Suya has been super close with Lin Zhi lately. People see them eating in the cafeteria all the time. Suya even brings him breakfast. What Chen Sui said lined up perfectly with my online findings. Over the next few days, Chen Shui started casually dropping info in the dorm hallways and class group chats. Ugh, I'm so broke lately. I can't even afford a new phone. But Lin Zhi in our class just got the newest model. I think I saw someone from our class at that Western restaurant by the school gate yesterday. That place is so expensive. She was very subtle about it. She never accused Lin Zhi directly, just mentioned things like she was sharing gossip. But these words were like pebbles in a pond, and the ripples started fast. You know, now that you mention it, I think I did see Lin Zhi with a new phone. The really expensive kind. Didn't he say his family was dirt poor? How could he afford that? Also, I saw him and Suya at the mall near the school. They were carrying a bunch of shopping bags. Isn't his dad still in the hospital waiting for surgery? And he's in the mood to go shopping? The questions and doubts piled up. Lin Zhi clearly sensed something was wrong. He became more and more on edge. If anyone even looked at him for too long, he would get extremely nervous and even snap at them. 2 days later, Suya pulled a new stunt. It was during the class meeting that afternoon. The class advisor was summarizing the week's studies, when Suya suddenly raised her hand. "Teacher, I have something I want to say to everyone. This is 5,000 yuan I've saved up. I want to donate it to our classmate Lin Zhi. I hope it can help with his dad's treatment." Her voice wasn't loud, but it carried clearly through the classroom. Everyone was stunned. I know 5,000 isn't much, and it might not be a big help, but I just can't stand by. While Lin Zhi is in such a difficult situation, Fuchen might have his reasons for not helping, but I want to do my own small part. I hope this encourages everyone else to help Lin Zhi too. She glanced at me almost intentionally, a hint of provocation in her eyes. Wow, that was a dirty move. First, she donates 5,000, making herself look kind and generous. Then she defends me, but really just confirms to everyone that I refuse to help. And finally, she calls on everyone to donate, expanding the scope of the guilt trip to the entire class. And I, the guy holding 300,000, who gave nothing, was naturally made out to be the villain. Just as she planned, the classroom exploded. Wow. Suya is so kind. She's not even rich. And she donated so much. Yeah, compared to some people. I'll donate a bit too. It's not much, but it's better than nothing. You say I have my reasons for not helping, while using your own donation to make everyone attack me. Don't you think that's a new low? And you, student Lin Zhi, Suya just gave you 5,000 yuan. What about you? You're taking everyone's donations to buy limited edition sneakers? To eat at high-end restaurants? To go on dates at theme parks? Does your conscience not bother you at all? My words hit the room like a bomb. Everyone was floored. What? Lin Zhi bought limited edition sneakers? He's eating at fancy restaurants and dating? How is that possible? I thought he said his family was dirt poor. Lin Zhi shot up from his seat, his face paper white, his eyes filled with panic and anger.
Fucking what crap are you talking about?
You're just slandering me. I just sneered. These limited edition sneakers, you bought them 2 weeks ago, right? Over 5,000 yuan for a poor student with a critically ill father. Isn't that a little extravagant? And this Western restaurant costs at least 500 per person. When you were treating yourself here a month ago, did you ever think about your dad waiting for his life-saving money? And this girl is from the next class over, right? When you two went on a date to the theme park, whose money were you using? Was it the money from kind-hearted donors? Or the life-saving money from your crowdfunding page? One screenshot after another, each one like a slap across Lin Zhi's face. Lin Zhi pointed at me, shaking with rage, but he was completely speechless. I put my phone away and looked at him coldly. Lin Zhi, I have plenty more screenshots like these, including proof that you exaggerated the illness and faked the costs on your crowdfunding page. If you want to keep this act up, I have no problem posting all of this on the school forum for everyone to see. Lin Zhi swayed and nearly collapsed into his seat. He looked at me, his eyes filled with fear and hatred, but mostly just despair. He knew he was completely done for. You're vicious. Fucking, you're so vicious. The class advisor finally snapped out of it. His face was grim. What is going on here? The school will investigate this. Lin Zhi, you come with me to the office. He glanced at Suya, but ultimately didn't say anything to her. Oh my god, so he was a scammer! That's disgusting. He scammed us for our sympathy and used our money to go waste it. Man, poor Suya. She was just trying to be nice, and he played her for a fool. Fuchen is the smart one. He saw right through him from the start. I totally misjudged Fuchen. He's the one who's right. Listening to all this chatter, I didn't feel the slightest bit of guilt. Just a kind of weary relief that it was all over. I won this battle. But it wasn't an easy victory. The crowdfunding platform demanded Lin Zhifu return all the funds. His family found out about it too. His father's illness worsened from anger. His family was in chaos. He was taken back home by his family, and he never showed up at school again. Suya also transferred schools due to the pressure. This whole storm finally blew over completely. That's great. Finally, no one is saying bad things about you. Yeah, it's all in the past. How do you plan to use that prize money? Part of it I'll save for tuition and living expenses. With the rest, I want to sign up for some hobby classes to learn some things I like. That's wonderful. What do you want to learn? I'll go with you, okay?